Okay, well, to say the last 5 days have been unforgettable is an understatement. It's been the worst 5 days of my life. Basically leaving Albuquerque on a Greyhound in the middle of the night. The one seat left open was the front handicap spot. 1 foot of like room access next to a woman with a baby, and she basically just put the baby on me the entire night. That was the highlight of the next days to come. Oh, by the way, I'm finally in Damascus. I was supposed to today is Monday, June 3rd. I was supposed to be here Friday, whatever, May 31st, but I'm here. Long story short, basically got to outside of Dallas. The bus breaks down outside of Dallas. We had to wait 2 hours to get another bus. Switched all of our stuff onto that bus. Got through Texarkana and through Little Rock, and then sometime that night, the bus breaks down on the side of the highway. And by the way, I don't know what days anymore. This is all just chronological. Waited on the side of the highway for 7 hours till about 5 in the morning. Turns out that whatever malfunction took place on this broken down bus, they couldn't get any of the storage underneath the bus, which included my entire backpack. So they assured me that it would be right ahead or right behind, whether a couple hours the next day. So I said, okay. Well, because of the late, the 8-hour delay, by the time we got up to Nashville, they had to reissue new tickets because that basically entire route had been canceled. Perfect. But there was no buses going my route, so I'm in Nashville, which is maybe 200 miles from my final destination. They send me up north to Louisville and then to Cincinnati. And I got to Cincinnati Saturday morning at about 1 in the morning, and then it turns out that they have no more buses. Oh, I missed the bus from Cincinnati to Knoxville, because the bus before was late. So they have no more buses. The next bus, it was 1 in the morning Saturday. The next bus that they would have is about 11 p.m. that night. So I said, screw it. So I walked downtown Cincinnati to the Enterprise, and I rented a vehicle. And I drove from Cincinnati to Bristol, Tennessee on Saturday because the bus station was going to close at 3:30, and I needed to get there before 3:30. So I get there about 2:30. The bus station had closed at 1:30. And see, I'm smiling now because this is all over. I haven't smiled in 5 days. All this stuff happening, the bus delays, this, that, whatever. Bus station closes, and they're not open on Sunday. So I hung out in Bristol in a crappy hotel. The hotel staff were very nice, by the way. Until Monday morning, which was today. I get to the bus station Monday morning at 8:30. And by the way, I still have a rental car that I don't really need, but I don't know what else to do. Get to the bus station at 8:30. Bag hasn't shown up. Fill out all the paperwork. They don't know what to tell me. It could be a day, it could be weeks. They don't know what to tell you. So I sat there for a while. I said, you know what? Everyone's saying things happen for a reason. Maybe I don't know what the reason is. Maybe I pissed somebody off. Maybe I'm cursed. I don't know. Because I don't travel well. If you've ever known any of my stories of traveling, something weird always happens. This is the weirdest, but always happens. So I said, screw it. So I went to Enterprise and said, listen, I'm just going to keep the vehicle and I'm just going to drive home because I don't want to be around anybody. I'm miserable. I'm really pissed. I'm upset. I'm sad. I'm going back in shame. I'm going to be miserable. I need a couple days. Not to mention trying to get a flight out of this part of the country. It would be like $600. So I get on the road, just ready for 1,500 miles of driving over the next couple days. Get through Knoxville, west Knoxville, when I get a phone call from the bus station. Turns out they have my stuff. So I said, sweet. So I turned around, drove another 2.5 hours back, got my pack, called the shuttle dude. Shuttle dude picks me up in Bristol, drives me to Damascus, and drops me off here. So I'm a couple days behind. I'm going to make it up. But I'm super stoked, and I'm so angry still inside that like I really think like I'm gonna be doing really well on the trail the next couple days, because I got to get it out. Because still for days at a time I'm gonna be wondering why this all happened. With that said, don't ever use Greyhound unless you absolutely must. It's not even about the bad traveling experience, it's the way they treat people. I can't tell you how many times there were like families, like minority families that had issues with English and no one was there to help them out. When I'm trying to help translate Spanish to English and vice versa, then you know you're in trouble, and I did my best, but it's good because nobody else would help them. But it's almost criminal as far as I'm concerned, the way that they treat these people that don't have no other options. I tried this because, one, it's rural, there's not many ways to get out here, and I wanted to try the little adventure of it, to see the country. All these other people, there's so many that don't have any options. You meet some crazy people out there. I met a homeless guy that was heading to Austin, and he really wanted me to go to Austin with him to like start his new life. But I said, I'm gonna have to pass, pal. I also met an old lady that had an ankle monitor on, but I didn't ask her why. I'm sure there's an interesting story there, but I assume that she would want to tell that story. So I'm gonna go get some. I haven't eaten today because I've been driving all day. I gotta go through all my stuff, make sure I have all my gear. But I'm gonna get something to eat, and then I will catch you guys soon. I'll be posting the videos and then get on this trail. I'm gonna do about 400 miles this summer, so everything's good now. Talk to you soon.